Nice hat.
Hey, a hat.
Hats off!
Get the hats! Get the hats!
Hats. You need hats.
What I liked is that he chopped off the new ring finger, and Cassie's never been more successful. And then Maddie was telling her, for I think potential divorce reasons, like, you cannot support him because then he will have evidence in a divorce to be like, no, like I can't, like for divorce proceedings. He's like, I actually need half her income because that's what it's been.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's
clearly
like encouraging her to continue. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Well-Hatted Cinema Club. I'm Eric, joined as always by my incredibly handsome co-host. Give it up to Micah and Brian. Look at these guys, man.
Wow.
Guys look fantastic. Summer's coming and we're sitting inside talking about movies. What else?
The sun is shining.
Who cares? The sun is shining down at us. We got a lot of good movies to talk about and a lot of good TV to talk about. We're talking every week about Euphoria. We're in the latter half of the season now, so go check out our YouTube. We're live every Tuesday with Euphoria episodes, movies of the week. We appreciate you guys engaging with us, leaving comments, liking, subscribing. And then Brian, so Mike is doing a great job there. And then Brian on the short form side, great as always, putting up reels and TikToks.
I have some more queued up to upload because they'll delay, but they'll be up. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah. So at Well-Hatted Cinema Club, go check us out, guys. But this week we're talking about I don't even know what the right word is. A masterpiece? I don't know. This is Brian's movie of the week. So why don't you kick us off, Brian? Tell us about our movie of the week.
So our movie of the week this week is Sheep Detectives, which is directed by Kyle Balda, who I'm not as familiar with. He did the Lorax, some of the Despicable Me movies, and written by Craig Mazin, who is part of the Last of Us writing team, but was more famously doing Chernobyl.
Yep.
So this was one that I heard like a lot of positives coming out. Essentially, the idea is it's a shepherd. He's got a flock of sheep. He's murdered. It's essentially a Knives Out movie, but we got a group of sheep and a group of people. It's a kids movie, or I would say a family movie. I don't think they lean too hard to the kids. Essentially, it's one of the sheep. The detective reads mystery novels to his sheep all the time, and they are trying to solve, along with the kind of bumbling constable of the town. They're trying to solve this little mystery of who murdered their beloved shepherd. This one, I think this was great. I think this was a sweet family movie. I think it was funny when it needed to be. Surprisingly, I had a little bit of heart towards the middle. I think I had a nice little message about what it means when to lose someone. I don't think the mystery is breaking any grounds, but that's okay. It's a kids movie. What did you guys think? I had a lot of fun with this one. I had enjoyed my time in theaters. I left with a smile on my face.
Yeah, Micah and I's theater experience was full of chucklers.
What do you mean chucklers?
There were two in particular that were tough. I don't know. I don't know how
theater.
Yeah, people love the Sheep Detectives. They're selling out.
Yeah.
But what'd you think about it, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, I had fun. This is a movie, I think, with a lot of, like, the premise seems absurd, right?
Yeah.
But it's a nice, like, quaint whodunit story with sheep. I had fun. It was nothing that really, like, blew me away, like any voice acting on that. You have people like Bryan Cranston was in there.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Regina Hall, right? Was she one? She was one of the Cloud.
Yeah, Regina Hall's Cloud. Bella Ramsey's Zora.
Yeah.
I want to just say really quickly about this. All the performances, all the people listed on the thing, my favorite performance, hands down, was Chris O'Dowd as Mupple. I think he gave the most, one of the better performances. I don't know about y'all. All right, Eric, continue.
I'm scrolling to find Mupple. Who was Mupple?
He was the one. He is the sheep that can remember everything. He's the sheep that's right there.
That was good. I was
kind of surprised how, like, when
his was good. Chris O'Dowd. I didn't expect that from him. It was nice.
When when Wolverine is giving the intro and talking about all his sheep.
Yeah,
and he's like, there are two that are really special, and he shouts out,
Lily.
what's the
Lily and Sebastian.
Lily and Sebastian. I'm like, My boy Mupple, man, he had a lot to do. He had a lot of weight on his shoulders.
He had a lot of weight on his shoulders for the fucking
like,
plot.
Yeah, no, I mean we can get more into it. I enjoyed the movie. It was fun, quaint. I'll say I learned a lot of sheep lore that I had to go in later and like. I was like, do they really hate on winter sheep?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's harder for like shepherds to take care of winter sheep because they have like malnourishment and like they're prone to die because of the hard winter that they're born into. It's not like the flock is like fuck
bigoted.
you. Yeah, they don't socially like excommunicate a sheep. And then the whole like, all right, the sheep are gonna forget things now. Which was like
I didn't know sheep could just forget
I was
stuff.
Like, I don't know if that's like, I was like, that's a little weird, but I had fun for what it's worth. Michael, what'd you think?
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I think this will be for some kid, some family, like their childhood movie that they'll watch like a bunch of times. I had some of those, where they solve like a mystery or something. It had like, like real Air Bud energy, or like the Garfield movie, or any of these other live action where the animals are like, oh, something's not right, we got to go catch the bad guy or whatever. Like a lot of the Muppet movies are like this, or some other stuff. So I liked it. It's every now and then you just like look back at these movies, they're like, who is in this? And then this is definitely one of those.
You're
like,
crazy cast.
Like stuff to the gills so they could show up for 5 minutes and do a silly accent.
It's funny. It's like one of those movies that I don't think does anything particularly new, but it does everything well enough that it works. Like, you know what I mean? I think the performances were all great, like good enough. Nothing was exceptional. The mystery wasn't anything crazy, but it was good. Even the moment, the like kind of dramatic moment where Mupple, he's the only sheep that can remember it. Only the sheep don't think sheep die. And that big moment, we've heard that message before. It hurts to remember people we've lost, but that's part of, you know what I mean? That's how you have to feel that pain to experience all the good parts about remembering them too. That's been new before, but I thought they did a good job with it. I think my favorite bit they kept doing, there's kind of two parts, was one, the detective and his daughter and the shepherd's daughter kind of start to realize that the sheep might be paying attention. And my favorite is that every time that they're having, the sheep hear them say something that they were right about. Like, they're like, we think it might have been a drifter. You share, bah! That shit was, I thought that was funny. Like, they're like, see? Called it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely with you on that. I enjoyed Nicholas Braun. That's his name. I thought he did a good job. Molly Gordon's just kind of there. She doesn't really have a ton to do.
Wasn't crazy about hers. Whatever.
She didn't have a ton to do.
A little bit of a misuse from Molly Gordon, but Molly Gordon's Grand is not family friendly, so that's fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Agreed. I did laugh at the end when she comes over the hill, like frolicking.
Why do all those sheep look the same?
Sheep? I was like, this is so
French
funny.
imported. I don't know. For that one scene where they look spooky.
Yeah, they're like, run. That shit got
right
intense.
Before the back at the barnyard won't back down scene.
Yeah,
I was literally gonna bring that up. That's exactly what that scene was.
I was like, just go ahead and play the song. No, I won't. I remember that traumatizing me. That was traumatic.
It was the same,
as a kid.
It's the same scene.
Where he gets mauled to death by wolves.
Yeah, they had to walk. They had to walk a line though, because it would have been crazy to see Sebastian just gore a German Shepherd on fucking the kids movie. He just
disembowel a sheep. Yeah,
He gave it. He gave it.
Bit him. They gave him the bite that you don't wake up from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He hit him once in the neck. He goes, gives him the stomp. They run off. Then he dies.
Yeah.
What we didn't see is him come back and eat him after.
That's.
It wasn't kind of it was kind of an intense scene though when they get in there. All the sheep are like, run. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Very spooky vibes. But anytime any scene, even like going back to like Chicken Run, where the animal learns that people eat animals, and they're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. God,
and,
what?
No, I was just saying, like, it's just that's gonna be crazy for like I know that, and I do like the movie didn't they didn't overlean, like they weren't the bad guys, right? Like they were the bad guys, kind of like where he didn't re-sign the lease, but they weren't the murderers. well,
two murderers.
Two murderers.
He's vegetarian.
I wonder if Mupple, like, you know, like Mupple, like he like says at one point, like, this isn't the first time. Like, how many times have you seen sheep die? He's like, too many to count. Because they all have collectively forgotten people that they've forgotten to think. So I wonder if Mupple knew. No, there's no way he did, because they went to the farm together. He would have said something that he knew about the sheep.
Like old age, how they don't remember their parents.
I know that, but I thought maybe there was a chance that Mupple knew about this, but then I'm like, no, he would have said something before they went into that spooky ass barn.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have let her.
Yeah,
he's usually in the charge there too.
I will say, sheep live a long time.
Do they?
How long do they live?
If they're well taken care of, which the movie leads you to believe they are, they can live up to 20 years.
That's pretty good.
And the oldest ever sheep was 25. So
there you go.
Not bad. The floor's like 10, the ceiling's like 20. Like, that's pretty good.
Taking care of your sheep.
So if you have generations and generations, you'd probably be forgetting a couple sheep, all the time.
Mm-hmm. So what did you guys think about the final reveal of who the killer was? Did you suspect He-Man the whole time?
I was angry. It doesn't help that He-Man's coming out, but I saw him and I thought about He-Man, and I'm like, don't like him. I'm like, I don't like his position in the story. He's creeping me out. But I thought it was clever of them to show an early part of the story from his perspective.
Yeah.
As an outsider, because it makes you as the viewer, like, leads you to believe. Because it would be like too easy to point him out of a crowd initially and be like, it's him.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. Has the accident.
Yeah.
He has the accident. It works out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, plus, I mean, do you think he actually did the accent? I don't know if he has that capability. That's what threw me off. His South
African?
Or this Dutch one, whatever the hell that was. Yeah.
If you're not going to do an accent, that's a great way to get away with it.
Yeah.
A phone call. And
wait, were him and Hong Chow lovers? Is that what I understood?
They tried.
Yeah, it was like that. So I thought maybe it might have been her at one point, but then I'm like, wait, no, it's the other guy.
Is it the character that goes, I'm going to kill him directly into camera?
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
It is funny that they kind of like some of the people that were like the suspects, like obviously Caleb and the Butcher were always kind of, at least the movie presented it like him, Caleb the Butcher, and then you have why did the innkeeper take the note? The priest, they checked that box off right away. They're like, no, that's clear.
It wasn't the priest.
He goes in, he's like, this is why he's mad at me, and that's it. Oh, okay, cool.
I did wonder that if he's finding his long lost children for him, does he know what they look like? But they never got into that.
Yeah, no, they kind of just ditched that thread.
I will say I suspected the murderer when Molly Gordon's character comes to town and she's like, locking eyes with the dorky sheriff. And I'm like, that's weird because, you'd think the guy who's like really trying to hide how big he had to get for He-Man under his reporter's garb would maybe be more interesting to her. And then they were standing side by side. And, at this point we had known they were twins. And I was like, well, he's the only similar aged male character.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, it's got to be him.
The second they're like, there's another child, we're going to talk to him off camera. You look in the room and you're like, who's not here?
Who's not
Yeah. Yeah.
For kids.
I didn't think about it because I was thinking the same thing. The amount of clothing this dude had on anytime. But I guess it's a good point because it would have been so jarring for him to have his He-Man arms out.
Like, why is he huge?
Like,
distracting.
Imagine even in a t-shirt or like a polo shirt being like, hey, I'm here from the Gazette. It's like, Jesus, bro. Yeah. Your arms are the size of tree trunks.
The same way.
Yeah.
I think
his forearms at one point in one scene was insane.
And he had more forearm veins than I maybe have veins in my entire body. And I was like
this is a kid's movie. Put it away.
Yeah.
This is scary. I did like talking about bits. I liked when the sheep are trying to figure out who did it. They're like, "Oh, Sebastian did it!" Like they're all like pointing at each other. And then Sebastian goes to explain how it couldn't be him. He's like, "It was Sebastian." Like, so it was Sebastian.
Dude, every time they were speaking of bits, for me, like I know it's on purpose, but them bullying that little winter sheep.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was getting upset about the little sheep too, Mike. I was just about to say the same thing because this poor little fuck.
It goes on way too long. He saves the day, and then she's like, "All right, we did it," and leaves him behind. I was like, Not even that worked.
Yeah.
They show him in town alone when everyone's celebrating, and the sheep just walk away without
Bro,
him.
they don't even let him in the barn when it rains. That shit was crazy. Dude, I love how too, like, he comes up, he's like, oh, it's like this is my favorite thing, a very, poignant look at society and how we have influenced our children. The kids come up, hey, I don't recognize you. Do you want to be my friend? Parents, get the fuck away from him.
The oldest sheep is like, get him away. No.
Winterlip. He's like, I just want to be friends with you, and I don't have a name. And they're like,
yeah,
get the fuck out of here. Stupid.
Also, that is someone's kid.
Who's? We don't know.
But it's someone's.
I'm wondering what the turnover rate.
Turnover.
No, for these the Moppo is saying like a lot of sheep he's seen die, and they obviously must be like, it's too sad to remember them. Let's block them out. Like that flock might have been a sheep could have died yesterday. We wouldn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Mike. What was your question?
I was going to say, do you think it was weird that he named Lily after his dead wife? And that was his favorite sheep who he had some kind of weird emotional connection with. And then when they finally named the winter lamb, she's like, oh, I'm going to name you George after the farmer. And I was like, this is getting weird. All
yeah.
Right, so
we got a perpetual loop.
This guy who couldn't get over his wife, right? Passes up a real woman. He's like, can't get over my dead wife. I wonder what's influencing that. Could it be your weird relationship with a sheep named after your dead wife? Right. And she is this smart, but also, if we're being real, brother, this is a sheep. And he's like, go up, sheep. Oh, sheep, you always can tell what I need. Oh, sheep. Oh, Lily, who's named after my dead wife. You just understand my emotions. Oh, Lily, I'm so lonely. Living so far out of town in Hong Chow, I just can't make it work.
What are you implying?
I'm just saying, it's strange.
He does. Hong Chow does say we can never, he can never give his heart up. Yeah, his heart belonged to Lily.
I do see your point. I would feel weird if I had somebody like in that similar situation. If someone had a dog and they named it after like their dead wife, like that's a little sad. I get it. I get what you're saying, but yeah.
Eric, I'm thinking back too, but the special, like, so he said my special ones, my dead wife one, and the drifter that we brought in, like Sebastian, like
those are my special sheep. Mupple.
How is Sebastian special? Mupple is clearly the gifted sheep of your bunch.
Yeah,
but he doesn't know the sheep lore.
Yeah, I know. Also,
the sheep turn into clouds.
Also, I didn't know who played the old sheep, but I'm like, if I were a betting man, I know now, but I'm saying like it's either Stewart or McKellen. Like, it could be nobody else. That's the only two it could possibly be.
I watched too much American Dad. He's got a reoccurring role on there.
Yeah, no, I could tell it was Patrick Stewart. But I'm like, if you could tell, it's got to be one of the two of them. Who else could it be? And I'm trying to think if there's anyone else, but what was that? Brett Goldstein from Ted Lasso and stuff. He was the ramming twins. They were kind of funny. Yeah. I want to buy shit. They didn't overuse that.
Welcome. Yeah.
No.
Which is could have been. Restraint is good.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I did laugh at the scene when they tried to cross the road the first time. Don't know why.
That was funny.
Made me laugh. Yeah. Again, the sheep going bah! Whenever they get excited about something, like it works. We've been moved past the scream and go era, thank God, and we've now come to a point where like it was funny just seeing like these people being like, and there's no way that the drifter could have done it. Bah! That's what we're saying. That's what we've been saying.
Sheep stock might be back. It might be back because after Taika Waititi launched it into the sun,
exactly. Sheep and goat stock is back up.
Yeah, destroyed sheep stock. Sheep and goat stock. It might be back.
It might be
detectives.
Sheep on the rise.
Yeah, no, this was a fun. What, we got any more? We want to.
I don't know. There's not a lot more to really break down about this. I just think it was like funny. It was very like it just had all the marks of a Knives Out movie, but a sheep one. Was fun. I would watch. I don't know if I'd watch more of this. A sheepquel.
They killed Molly Gordon.
No. Fun fact: it is based on a book.
It is.
Are there more?
Yeah. It's called 3 Bags Full: A Sheep Detective Story. Originally in German, called Glenkill ein Schwarzenskrimen.
I don't believe that. Is that real?
It says it's that to read in the German title. Probably not how you pronounce it. It's apparently the best thing. I don't know if there's a sequel.
Sheepquel.
Huh.
A lot of the characters seem the same. Mopple the whale, Miss Maple, Sir Richfield, Othello. Yeah. So I don't know, but I guess you could make a sequel if this does well enough, right? I mean, like they could go out and solve other mysteries.
I mean, what season is Only Murders in the Building on? People drop like flies in that apartment building, and like no one seems to mind really. And so, you could just someone else from the town, could be someone new from the town. You know, just dead.
Some of these, you know, what's the problem was, and obviously it wasn't the killer, but like the dude who plays Varys from Game of Thrones, the butcher.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, unfortunately, you've been typecast as nefarious. Anything you do now, people don't think you're up to no good. You're suspect. Yeah.
I mean, every one of his scenes, he was holding an extremely large knife. And, like sharpening it. They're like, how do we show that this guy's up to no good? Give him a big ass knife.
Give him a big ass knife.
Yeah, just sharpening away. That would have worked on me as a kid. I'd been like, I think it's him, and I would have been wrong. It's a good job movie.
Nice. But yeah, I would give this a solid 3.5 sheep out of 5. That's a good, very good, solid baaaaad picture. I don't know where I was going with that. Ignore me.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I think I'm in the same boat. Like, I definitely recommend. I think they were smart to release it on Mother's Day, low key.
Good pick, yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like, I kind of fucked up. I should have just taken her. Cause I took her. I like cooked her brunch on Sunday. She's like, this is really nice. And I was like, you know what I watched on Thursday was, and she's like, you watched Sheep Detective, didn't you? I was like, yeah. She's like, I would have seen that. I was like,
this is a great movie. I feel like, imagine you were like, I gotta take the kids to do something Sunday. You know, I'd look on my AMC app and I'd be like, Sheep Detectives. Come on, kids, get in the car. We're going to see that.
Taking my parents on Saturday or Sunday, I was like, I'd go again. And it's like not unwatchable. Even knowing who the killer is, I'd be like, I would enjoy watching this again.
They didn't track. It's only like an hour and 45 minutes too. It does not waste your time.
No.
I was. They definitely were to the point. You know, you got your jokes. They don't overdo it, and they keep the plot rolling.
Unfortunately, I got too many things to see again, so I gotta move on. We got Mortal Kombat 2. I got Obsession coming out this weekend.
Speaking of which, I think it is my movie of the week.
And what are you picking, Eric?
And I want to get obsessed. I want to watch Obsession this coming weekend.
I think we got to.
All right.
So Curry Baker's Obsession is
awesome.
It's a good month for horror.
It is. Do you guys want to get into Euphoria first?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do that, and then we can talk about fantasy and what we watch quick. Okay. Cool.
What's this? Episode
5? 5, 6, 5?
5. I think you're right. How many are in the season?
8, I
assume? 8. I feel like it's 8.
I feel like so Euphoria season 5. Okay, so this one, guys, I don't know, like, let's not be, and you know me, I've been a hater a little bit, but kind of feel like we're starting to tread water a little bit in this season.
Oh, I don't know about
you. Disagree? I kind of feel like we slow. I mean, I know Rue is in danger again, but I'm a little bit. All right, what you know? What? Let's talk about what happened first. So should we start with who? With Rue?
We start with Cassie.
Cassie.
Let's just go through the episode as it happened.
All right, let's do it.
So Sam does a similar thing he's been doing with each of the episodes. Gives a lot of background on this episode on Cassie and her thoughts as she's reaching stardom. And as she's blowing up, how Maddie's working her to the bone on putting out OnlyFans content. That intro was a lot, guys. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Sam's really pulling out all the stops here. That intro. What do you think, Micah?
Well, they kind of gave him like that blank check, and I'm glad he's using it. I thought, the way they had it stylized, I don't know how you do an OnlyFans montage, but at least this was interesting.
Yeah.
Somebody said, and it made me laugh when she turns into, and she grows that big, which is very cool to see her on the miniature. So he said, "Damn, that's an old head ass fetish. Don't see that one often anymore."
Yeah,
because it's in the thing. But somebody's like, "That's an old head ass." I guess it must have been some girl who worked at the industry. She's like, "I don't see that one as often anymore." The whole giant fetish.
Yeah,
Guys in the window, like that's it.
Yeah,
she's doing everything. ASMR.
The ASMR had me laughing. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, to Micah's point, an OnlyFans montage. They made it interesting, made it fun. And the climax, bad word, but ended with Cassie growing into a giant and walking around through a
fake Hollywood, a miniature Hollywood,
Hollywood, which was a ton of fun. Like that was fun. Like I'm to your point, Mike. I was loving it. Cassie at the episode, she in the season is Sydney Sweeney is very much impressing me. She's doing a lot.
She's doing a lot. She's acting her ass off, especially compared to everyone else in the show. Yeah, I'm impressed.
She has a lot to do.
Yeah, and she's doing well with her OnlyFans, and she's wiring money to Nate, which Maddie does not approve of. But Nate needs that money because he's got to make his payments. I imagine they're not the most friendly on the interest rate over there at Nas, owing $1 million to Nas. So he's paying that off, or he's going to try and do. Maddie, I don't want to jump the gun if I have this out of order, but from what I understand, Cassie then tried to get some form from Brendan that Maddie's not even a real manager, and she calls, finds out that she is in fact an assistant, but Maddie Uno reverses that by basically gambiting the LA Knights audition, right?
Right.
If I interpret that right, yep. And then she goes in. Hey, she got the part.
Yeah, she goes in and Cassie performs Shakespeare at her audition for a very much so background character, which again is a ton of fun because Sydney's just so genuine. Like Cassie is so genuine.
Earnest as hell.
Yeah, she's so genuinely like delusional about herself and this, but it's working. You know, what were you saying, Micah?
Do you think the character did a bad job with the monologue reading? I honestly, I was like, I don't know if they're kind of like making fun of her, or if they're genuinely like, who does this? This is kind of crazy. What a fun, they're trying, they want it real bad.
I couldn't tell either. Like, it seemed like they were genuinely impressed, right?
That was where I thought they were going with it, because it's built up in your mind coming from Lexi's perspective as, oh, they're laughing at me because that's my sister.
I know, she seems upset after, right?
Job.
Yeah.
She's doing a bad job with her interview, but they're like loving it. They're like, that's your sister doing Shakespeare?
Yeah. They love it. And they do they cast her, right? Like she gets the part.
She get the part. Yeah.
But Lexi's annoyed because she's using her full name. She said that Lexi gave her a recommendation.
Clout. Yes. She used all of her sister's clout. She's already on thin ice to begin with.
Yeah, right. Luckily it worked out, but obviously Lexi didn't like that. Cassie is like stoked. She's like, I'm about to move the fuck up. She says she's about to up the charges for her dirty panties to Jordan, Robert, who the hell she mailing them to. She's ready.
And again, that scene, you could see how much that tiny minuscule role means to Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. She lights up and Lexi's all pissed off. And just some commentary on Lexi, because she's like, she thinks in her life she's doing everything right. She looks down on these people, her friends. She's like, you're an internet pimp. You're like, Rue, you're a drug dealer. Cassie, you're selling your body. She's actively looking down on these people, but she's getting walked over in her life. Like, she's not going out and taking what she wants. She's like, oh, let me set up my friend Jules. Jules does not do her any favors. Yeah. Jules. Tough. We could talk about Jules also this episode.
It was brief. Yeah. I mean, she and Rue have a talk about what kind of relationships they've been in. Do they want each other?
But it's the same sentiment, right? That theme of Jules literally has this whole monologue about telling Rue, if you want me, take me. Going out and getting what you want, which is kind of I feel like this is off the cuff. A lot of this season is about going and taking what you American Dream. Alamo has that big speech in the second episode about the American Dream. And you see it with Maddie in this episode, going out and taking what she wants. But Jules is just sitting there as a sugar baby, and she gets in trouble, right? Right.
Well, I get, I hate to say, I get his point. He's like, I feel I'll give you a lot of freedom. If I get an STD, I'm fucked. Then he levels in. He's like, I like you, but I love my family, so let's tighten up.
it is a tough sell. We know Rue is like a stud lesbian who wears men's boxers.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, surprised and impressed that she monograms her underwear. Who does that anymore?
Yeah.
Like did her mom do that? Are these held over from high
This
school?
is the same underwear from high school. Yeah.
That I would believe out of Rue that she's wearing the same threadbare, still holding on by a thread.
Yep.
Monogrammed by her mom once upon a time. Or maybe from the grippy sock asylum, from one of those trips that she took, and they were like, these are yours. Who knows?
But so that's kind of the end of the Rue scene, though. I mean, not the Rue, the Jewel scene. Pretty quickly.
Not too much going on with Jules, other than she's not too happy with Rue for leaving her during the wedding. Has that big monologue. But
what's going on there? Do you think Rue actually? I mean, Rue's got some stuff going on, but like we'll get there.
She's busy.
She would want to get back with Jules. They kind of fool you because after this kind of confrontation, where she's like, "Take me," smash cut to Jules getting put through the mattress, and you're like, "Was Rue moving like that? Rue strapped up or something?" It was the guy.
Elias.
The guy.
Yeah. Interesting. I thought, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's hard to tell what Rue wants because she's just got the walls closing in on her. It's hard to say where her head's at right now to be like, I'm all about you, Jules. I don't know.
I think I know where Rue's head's at.
In the...
We'll get to
that. You did it. I want to... Should we just talk real quick before we get... Because I feel like the Rue and the Maddie end is kind of the big one. But Nate...
Yeah.
Oh, Nate.
Nate still.
This is where I kind of agree with you, Brian, on the episode. This episode in particular, treading water.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know. I liked what Nate did last episode. I loved that little get down on his knees and I'm all right, Jacob, let's see you bust your stuff. And then I got to see his ass get beaten again. The toe cut off. Now we lose a finger.
The toe being ripped back off was insane.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, dude. I know, I'm like, is he gonna fight back? No, it's part of his character right now that he's when it comes to actual gangsters, he doesn't really.
He's big time pathetic. He's like, he was a fish in a small pond, but now he's way out of his step.
I did like making that his character.
Yeah, I did like the shot of him. He's just dancing, grooving. You could just see the guy walking across the terrace. Coming in, that was cool. But like you said, it was cool to see his ass beat again. But it's okay, we're kind of right back to where we started. Is that your interest deducted if you keep missing a payment? What happens when you run out? Once you hit all 10 or 20?
Well, what I liked is that he chopped off the new ring finger, and Cassie's never been more successful. And then Maddie was telling her, for I think potential divorce reasons, you cannot support him because then he will have evidence in a divorce to be like, no, I can't, for divorce proceedings, he's like, I actually need half her income because that's what it's been.
Yeah. He's clearly encouraging her to continue on. He's done a complete 180 now that it's making so much money. He's encouraging her. Yeah, he's encouraging her to go join Brendan's, what is clearly making fun of the Team 10 house, the social media house. They literally cut to him doing a group dance.
Well, he does encourage her to do porn, but he's like, no, you can do a sexy video with Brendan,
he rubs you rub him or something. Yeah. I think he's getting there though. I think after the ring finger, he might be like, stick it in, Cassie, come on.
Yeah. They might lead him completely down, because he keeps going underneath rock bottom each episode.
There's new bottoms to the rock.
Yeah. So
first is that.
You think you can get lower? We will we'll beat you down.
We'll see if that's we're just gonna see him get his shit kicked in each week.
But you want to talk about
a mess.
The house looks a mess, but listen, Nate, who might be joining you down there is our girl Rue, because it appears the other shoe has dropped at this point. It looks like, what was her name? Rosalie, whatever her name is.
Rosalie is. Yeah.
Magic. She finds the drugs in there, and she basically comes out and goes yo, this is bullshit. Rue planted this on me. Bishop's never trusted her. and they start to kind of just to piece together more and more that I think Rue might have been Rue.
It's the common denominator. Yeah,
is Rue.
Well,
and that's what he said. Yeah, Go ahead, Mike.
Unfortunately for Rue, because she was so close with the drug dealing crew, the fact that they robbed them and she didn't recognize their voices, they find that very suspicious.
Yeah,
and they're like on to something, but just a little bit off.
Yeah,
right. They think she's working for Lori. They don't realize that she's just been flipped by the DEA.
The DEA. Yeah, which, man, I hope they were listening again.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was funny too. You don't even need Rue no more. He's got Maddie. He's got now. Alamo's going to business with Maddie because Maddie. He's here. You see this dude's eyes light up when she started being like, "Yeah, I did this. This much money I'm flipping with this one chick." He's like, "Dude, I got a whole fleet of chicks.
Yeah,
just like that. Can we do that? Can we make that happen?" So now Maddie's coming in. She's gonna be starting maybe do some OnlyFans promotion with some of these strippers.
Yeah. So that to me could be what potentially saves Rue in this situation.
Really? Okay.
Because Rue and Maddie are getting dinner. When now Alamo is very suspicious of Rue, sends Rue off with Bishop and Marshawn Lynch.
Right.
Off to go dig a hole, apparently. But by the way, Bishop, I'm talking about standouts on the season.
Oh yeah,
I'm enjoying this deadpan performance. That I don't know.
Who's the guy in the shower that he was killing?
Security guard that failed to stop the robbery.
Damn.
That makes sense.
Oof.
Zero tolerance policy there.
He got him like the prisoner scene. The Hugh Jackman and the fucking wall. Damn.
I mean, he was dressed up all American Psycho right there.
Yeah.
That's a tense scene. But yeah, Rue, seems like she's digging her own grave at one point. And you know, I'm sitting there wondering, like, is this another psych test, or is she digging this just to see? I don't think it's
ever a good sign when your criminal employer tells you to start digging. Nothing good's going in that hole. If it's not you, it's probably someone you care about. He goes up to your throat. That was specific measurement. Maybe 5.
I don't know what you do in that situation though, because you're trying to act innocent, so you're complying, but you know what's up, and they know what's up, and you know you're like, well, what do I do but dig this fucking hole?
I guess it's a good point, right? Because if she went like, I'm like, you know, like why, like, you know what I mean?
You know, acting like upset. They're like, oh, that confirms my suspicion.
Or what do you be like? I'm not digging. They'd be like, well, we asked you to do this job. I'm digging, and you're like, well, you're just going to shoot me. Why would we shoot you? I get it, Mike. Thin line, yeah.
She was cooked the second sheet. I love that when she goes up to the car where Bishop and Marshawn Lynch are waiting. She's like, where are we going? He goes, a different location. Like, he just doesn't even tell her where they're going. I'm like, don't go secondary location. You're cooked.
So we know Alamo's a hell of a polo player. He's coming in for an excellent, just an absolute cue up.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to hit?
I don't know. But she did get in the hole. They bury her, and she's like,
they bury her.
Stop it, guys. Come on. What? Get me out of the hole.
Yeah. This isn't funny, guys.
This isn't funny, guys. Come on. Get me out of this fucking hole, man.
Yeah, man.
And then, like, and my thing is, like, I could see Rue very much dying this season. I just don't really see it being from the Alamo's polo stick. But
this
maybe...
Early.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? You never know. Apparently, the actress playing her mom is in some coming episodes. R.I.P. Rue, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she gets her head split open by Alamo now. Maybe it happens later. Who knows?
That'd certainly be a way to take the series in a completely different route, or at least this season. And Sam has in the past said he's written each season to be like, oh, if the show gets canceled, like it could end right here. So
yeah.
You know,
imagine showing someone this episode, showing them the first episode of Euphoria, and then showing them this one. You're like, what the fuck happened?
Couldn't tell.
Know. I like it. I think like you almost have to view this as entirely different because
I agree.
The time, and so like it's not the same show of like high school and glitter eye makeup anymore. But I think this were its own show standalone. You'd have to do a little bit of story work because they do rely on you knowing some stuff. But just as a show, I think this would be an interesting like crime story.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I certainly am not like hating on it. Like you said, it's a different show right now, and I think there's enough interest here, but yeah, there's some loose ends. I mean, like like Lexi's kind of a non-factor. I feel like Jules is small. I'm curious to see where the Nate story goes, but we kind of just did the same thing twice now. He's gotten beat up. Love to see what happens next. But I do like the Rue and the Cassie stories are the big ones that are really carrying this. And I'd say that Rue, Zendaya, and Sydney Sweeney are definitely the stand-up performances. No shade to Alexa Demi. I don't know her name. Plays Maddie, but just not as much to work with.
Alexa Demi, I think.
Demi. Demi.
Yeah, those three clearly have had the biggest time commitment to this show,
right?
Or at least willing to give the most time commitment.
Sure.
Like Rue, it's very obvious. Zendaya, she filmed this season with this crew of people, like the Alamo, the actors for Alamo and his crew.
Right.
But she's got these scenes with Maddie. She has little scenes here and there with Jules. And I was thinking about it because the show seems a little more contained this season compared to last. Because if you think about last season and even the season before that, you had your cat, her whole storyline, and then you had Fez and his little brother. There's not as much going on with Nate's dad and that storyline. So it's a little more. I mean, we've broadened the scope of the show, but we focused in on some characters, which is a good thing. I think.
The woman who played Kat left the show, and then two actors died. It's not
right.
Yeah, they had a lot of hurt.
We know why it's happening.
No, yeah, I know. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think I'm kind of more on the side that I think it's a good thing. They weren't as spread thin. Not a good thing, but you know what I'm saying. I think with what they had to work with,
it's not perfect, but it certainly exceeded my expectations. As you know, mine were very low, but it's exceeded them, and I cannot judge a show fully until it's finished. And I want to see how this ends, which is honestly the only bar most shows need to clear. I want to see how it ends, and you know what? Not every show can say that because we've all bailed on a show after 3 episodes. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is listen. This was kind of another bridge because you think about it, this is 5, and it's going to bring us into the final 3. You gotta. I mean, assuming the penultimate 7 is going to be the real kicker, but 6 next episode. I don't know. I think the next episode is going to set our domino pieces for the big show, the big finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. We'll have to tune in next week. Tune in next week on Woody's great. What's the fucking channel, man?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking stupid shit from Toy Story 2. I'm trying to do that. Tune in next week. Woody's Roundup.
Oh yeah, Woody's Roundup. Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm looking at the fantasy right now, and I'm so happy. Look at this. Ooh,
yeah, bring this joint up. Let's talk shop on fantasy real quick.
Let's go. Hang on. Ooh. There we go. Share. Wow. Well, listen, it's just because, I got the sheep detectives really dragging me down. I need you guys to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
Mortal Kombat 2 for Micah. Well, it takes a while to update, by the way, because the Devil Rose Prada, up until recently, was negative. It takes a while for it to update.
Well, right.
Yeah.
So Brian had his first movie came out 2 weeks ago.
So you can see this
Prada.
So you can see mine here. So I got Devil Wears Prada is currently making 187 mil.
Well, that's profit. So if you click in on it, because it needs to break. So it's budget 100 million. Look at that growth. So Devil Wears Prada 2 was a big win for you, Brian.
Wow. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Profited.
185.
Wow. Okay. Oh, so that's my profit number that I'm seeing. Okay.
Right.
So the Sheep Detectives, for instance, has already. And not even
this is cooking. This is really hurting you because you had 185, but now you're down 159.
Hey, listen, give it a little time. All right, it might do okay. It was the first weekend.
Yeah,
What was Hit Me Hard and Soft doing?
It hit the box office soft.
Let's take a look.
It hit the box office soft.
Okay, but not a lot of money.
Yeah. So it needs another weekend.
And Micah, let's take a look at yours here. We got Mortal Kombat. This one's going to be a tough one to overcome, but you can do it. I think it'll make money.
Yeah.
It needs some time. That's the thing. These movies some of these need a couple weeks in theaters. Something like Mortal Kombat could get legs. Unfortunately, fucking Yeah, fucking Devil Wears Prada. It's killing everyone still at the
That
box
one
office.
is cooking. This one is not going to lose money. However, I just don't know how much money, like, you know what I mean? Like, this could be
Right.
insane, but it's going to be probably ultimately just bringing a couple, 20 mil for me profit. But that's points on the board. That's what's exciting. That's coming out this weekend. What do you guys have coming up? Let's see.
I don't know if I
have
have anything.
No, I got the only thing next. Micah. Is Ricky Reels? Or is this Micah has I Love Boosters? No, that's Micah.
Yeah.
It has I Love
Wet
Boosters.
Paint Productions.
You got what? Oh, it's just the R is tripping me up. But we got I Love Boosters and Star Wars. And you got Grogu coming up in a couple weeks. That's exciting.
We'll see how it
What's
does.
everyone's the tank
bust?
movie? The
Micah's got
movie?
Supergirl. So I don't know how that works. Do you get the points
bomb.
if it goes below?
You distribute the negative money to your opponents.
Oh, nice.
So you want that to bomb bad.
So he wants Supergirl to bomb. You have He-Man, Master of the Universe to bomb, which
I need that.
that is a lot of money it needs to make.
I need
And
that to bomb.
I have Looney Tunes, Cowboy vs. Acme, which pains me because I want this movie to do well.
175 is actually not that much.
Yeah.
We'll see how
We'll
it
see.
goes. We'll see.
But that's kind of the same thing. Break even almost as Sheep Detectives right now.
Yeah.
Like, we love Sheep Detectives,
I
but
th-
that
I-
thing
it
needs to
seems
get
like
some fucking legs.
If you want to really be mad, look at Obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obsession? What do you mean? Like
Yeah, look
The
at
break
it.
even 2.5.
Break even is $2.5 million.
yeah.
So if that
Money.
thing gets 10 million, that's you're great.
That's
You're gold.
money.
Yeah.
Money in the bank, baby.
That's
And
pure money.
I fear I'm
$1 million
contributing
budget.
to-
You don't see those very often anymore. Yeah, like it's
No.
even like let's look at Backrooms. With Backrooms, that's a $10 million budget, and that's small. That's teeny
Yeah.
But
tiny.
that was like that's IP though, technically.
Yeah, technically, yeah, you're right. Obsession is an original movie, so this is gonna be interesting. Odyssey, but like I got Toy Story 5 coming out in June. This is gonna be interesting. It's really too early to tell. The one thing that is kind of the shock is that, or not the shocker, but Devil's Prada overperformed
Yeah.
extremely.
I'm incredibly happy for the movie. I haven't gotten seen it yet. I do. Need
I haven't
to.
seen it yet either. Have
But
you seen
I'm
it,
just-
Micah?
No.
I'm in no rush, but I'm just shocked at how
much
many,
money?
like, I grew up. I was talking to my buddy Zach about this today because he's going to watch it this week, and I was like, I thought I grew up in a house of women, so yeah, I watched The Devil Wears Prada. I liked the movie. I didn't realize so many people like the movie. Like it is.
Oh yeah, very popular. Super popular. It's like the movie.
If Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson never fall on hard times, they could easily make a lot of money with a new Twilight movie. If they ever fall on hard times,
Oh my gosh.
Which doesn't look like it's going to happen. But
No.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
I
dogfight
mean,
once we get to like the July. Like
I
Micah
mean,
has
like
this like
movies too.
Micah has this like sleeper like we're gonna be deep in and then he's get the Paw Patrol movie in mid-August.
That's so
I'm hoping the
insane.
kids. I'm hoping the kids fly out to Paw Patrol. Come on,
During
Paw Patrol.
the Sheep Detectives, Micah stood up when they played the Paw Patrol trailer.
And then Eric's
He
got
saluted the-
Eric might have Eric, I think you have the last movie in the line. Oh no, I do with Coyote versus Acme, but yours has Insidious August 21st, which is late.
I need that. So your last thing, Brian, is the bomb.
Yeah, so I can
everything
just take
could
some
shake
points
out,
away.
and
Yeah.
then the bomb drops. Ooh,
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
Very cool.
That'll be very interesting. I'm excited to watch.
I gotta say, Toy Story trailer looked not great. Not
It's
great.
rough, but
just
people are
so
gonna
many
go.
to so see it.
I
That's
still
the thing.
haven't seen Toy Story 4. I'm gonna be
not
honest,
that
man.
great.
Like,
If it's anything like Toy Story 4, which I think still made $1 billion, it just the quality fell off a cliff.
It's the 3. It's just them 3, baby. That's all we need to know.
it's a perfect trilogy.
But yeah,
Leave it alone.
I guess just to wrap it up, do you guys want to just give a little like something you watched this past week that you want to talk about, maybe, real quick?
Sure.
Anything worth mentioning? I guess I can go first, real quick. Just quick. I watched then Netflix swapped Michael B. Jordan, the animated picture.
Oh yeah.
That you know what?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. It was it's Michael B. Jordan, Juno Temple, the girl from she's in like Ted Lasso and stuff. I don't really know how to describe this. It's like a weird world with all this cool lore about like people are half tree, half animal, and basically these things are like there's an evil. Well, I don't really know how to explain. It's got a lot of lore. The characters' chemistry works. I would say it's not really afraid to get dark at times. Like I don't know, but like it's just kind of there. I think it's one of those. It makes a lot of movies. A lot of people saw this. People say it has a crazy twist. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go ahead and watch it. I didn't think it was that crazy. It seems pretty telegraphed from the beginning. But I'm not going to rain on people's parades. But I thought it was pretty solid. I guess whenever I see those direct to Netflix animated pictures, I don't usually bat an eye at it, but so many people were talking about it online. I was like, I gotta check this out. Very Return of the King ass ending, Eric, in the sense that like I was like, holy fuck, that's how it ends. That's crazy. And then oh my god, it goes on for another like 20 minutes. Of like just like oh, we have to explain this thing and what happened here. Yeah. But I recommend it as like if you want a quick watch on Netflix. Cool enough. The only thing I watched was Let's Be Cops, which I think is an underappreciated comedy with Damon Wayans Jr. and Jake Johnson. But that's all I got. Micah, how about you, buddy? What'd you watch?
I went to go see Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Nice.
Ooh. Sometimes you don't need to give interviews in your concert movie. I will just leave it at that. I think.
Did you watch it in 3D?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, did it need 3D is another thing. There's a lot going on here. I wonder if this was just like I'm in Canada and I have 2 Oscars. Can I call James Cameron and ask for a favor? Or I don't know. But I think it's one of those things where not everything needs to be a movie. And then I watched Mortal Kombat 2.
How was that?
Did
love it.
It's interesting, it made me think about like in Marvel where they're like, why don't the costumes look comic accurate? And then when you look at, in this case, video game accurate costuming, you're like, oh, it's because it looks goofy as shit. And then they hired people that look just like them, and it's like, well, unfortunately they can't act. And then I will say, to its credit, there are stakes. People die. Oh, it is mortal. Good for them.
Combat is indeed mortal.
But
so we're not playing
a pleasant surprise that I really liked and have been honing in on is that I was like, let me check out Battlestar Galactica, the show. Oh, yeah. And then I found out I need to watch a 3-hour movie before the 2000s era show.
Really?
So I watched that, and it was fantastic. Just
really?
Great sci-fi. Good for the time. They tried to do as little, terrible CGI as they had to. Had stakes, good action, good drama. And now I'm watching the show, and the show is also good.
Battlestar Galactica. As a name I've always heard. You know what I mean? You hear it talked about. I don't know anything about it, really.
It's not at all what I thought it would be. I think in my mind, I get it crossed with, like, Stargate, whatever the fuck. Everyone's a human, thank God.
Okay. That was your worry.
Right? Yeah. This is not a spoiler. This is the premise of the show. Humans in the future have colonized like 12 planets.
Okay.
And they built this AI, and off screen in the 40 years in the past, they fought this war after the AI rose up. And then there's like 40 years of kind of like a peace because the AI went away. And then one day out of the blue, they come back, nuke all 12 planets. And Battlestar Galactica is the name of a ship that manages to survive.
Oh.
And it's the journey of them running away.
You know what, Micah? I can see myself liking this because I did years ago. I did the Firefly thing, the retroactive Firefly, and I had a good time. And it seems kind of in that vein, like 2000s super popular sci-fi show.
I just never touched it. Like
it looks cool.
Yeah,
funny. I will say it's not very funny. I like it because it's kind of more serious. And I was like, I told Mike, I was like, yeah, Dwight, he's right about this whole thing.
All right,
I get it.
Battlestar Galactica.
I might
try to eat next. Who knows? He might be cooking.
Give it a run.
I might have to check this out, dude. Looks kind of cool.
I fuck with Battlestar Galactica. I'm gonna try a beat next.
So you have to watch the movie first. What you're saying? You can't watch the show first?
Yeah. So it's a 2-parter because it came. This all was on the Sci-Fi Channel, which I was like, did they cook this hard?
This was Sci-Fi.
It was all. Now it's all Mega Shark versus Tyrannosaurus creature, but back in the day they cooked crazy hard. So there was a show in the 80s, and then they were like, well, we don't want to just reboot the show in the 80s, we want to do a continuation. And they were like, well, we'd have to start, how would people know what's up? So they were like, we'll make a TV movie that condenses the entirety of the show from the 80s, and then they'll just start after. So,
that makes sense.
All the AI war, all that shit, I think that went down in the 80s if you really want to see that play out. Or you could just watch the movie, where they're just like 40 years ago. Damn, we got our ass. We, sheep's gonna steal me, and they came back, nuked everyone, and now we're on the run, which I like.
Very cool.
I like it a lot.
Love it. Very cool.
That is cool.
All right, Ricky, what do you got?
For me, honestly, not a ton in the way of movies this last week. I've been very book pilled this week.
Oh yeah,
I'm literature maxing right now.
Oh my God, he's using his brain.
Yeah, it's scary.
He's getting up there, bro.
Yeah. So Micah knows this because we're living in together at the time. I read there's an author, Dennis Lehane. He's the guy that wrote Mystic River, Shutter Island. So I read Mystic River from him a couple years ago. I loved it. Made Micah sit down and watch Mystic River with me. That was my first time watching it too. So I hadn't read any of his books since then. I picked up the first, and he's got a series of. He's a very Boston centric storyteller, Brian. So that's right up your alley. But he has this Boston PI series, private investigator, private detective series, the Kenzie and Gennaro series, and I read the first one on the way to Italy, and then I immediately ordered the next two on Amazon. And on Saturday, I read a 450-page book. I spent the whole day. I just read it. Like
nice.
I went on my roof and I just read it the whole day. I stayed up till 3 a.m. reading it. It was a problem.
There you go.
Awesome.
I was like, that's insane. So I'm on the third one right now. The fourth book is called Gone Baby Gone.
I saw that movie.
It's a movie that Ben Affleck directed. With
Affleck. I haven't
seen it yet. Don't say anything, but I'm planning to read the next one and then watch that movie.
That guy wrote all those movies and all right, way to go, Dennis Lehane.
So looking forward to that.
All right,
and seeing that. But other than that, I did watch The Mummy this week.
Brendan Fraser's
1999, The Mummy. I watched the second half of it with David because he watched on the plane and he came home and put it on. Man,
great.
Yeah, I just love that the villain is like that opening scene scarred me as a kid. Where they mummify him with all the beetles and all that shit. Like, that messed me up.
Crazy.
Yeah, that messed me up as a kid. And I was watching. I'm like, oh, let me see the second half. The villain's just a guy. Like, he's just so funny. He's just a bald guy. Like, I don't know. He's not scary at all to me. It just kind of quelled that fear in me. But yeah, we're still early in the week, so God.
Very cool.
Yeah, not
I want to close out just before we wrap up. I didn't mention this, but I did watch because I was sad initially. I watched Bone Temple again just because I was like, damn, we're not going to get it. But today that changes. Alfie Williamson to drop it. They're filming. They're starting prep for the third movie, I hope.
Oh, Brian, I'm so sorry. He's playing young Katniss in the Hunger. Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah,
young
Alfie
Katniss.
Williams. He's playing young Katniss. You're right.
I'm sorry. He's playing young Katniss.
It's over.
That would be actually insane if that drop was like for a completely different archery movie. He's like,
good to be back. It's
good to be back. It's just nothing to do it. Nah. All right, I'll leave it at that though. That's to not jinx it.
He needs to get in the studio with his bow because he did not use it in the second movie.
No. Well, he's free now. Now he's with Cillian Murphy.
That's
right.
Be
awesome.
That's right. So
fuck yeah.
Hopefully the third one happens.
It looks like we're good. All right, cool. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. Back with another episode of Euphoria next week.
And Obsession.